I'm joking. I love being old. I'm not even that old, but I love aging. I love the whole concept of aging, to be honest. I think it's really important to be able to look at it that way. I feel like you should learn to be okay with that before you turn 29, because niggas be acting weird with 29 and 30. No offense if you were one of the niggas that I'm talking about, or wiggas, I don't know, man. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, there's nothing more beautiful than enjoying the process. If you find yourself to hate the age that you're at, or whatever, what it means aging, and if you're scared of it, you hate it, I think you just have a bad relation with how you live your life. If you find yourself to, like, look back and be like, all the time I was past, it was even sounds like a you problem, because you've been, like, moving forward with the time so much, you didn't really, like, look and been present and can do, like, little, like, recaps in a sense of, like, to feel like there's more that has happened. I don't know, I feel like sometimes people just feel like time get ahead of them when it comes to them. Yeah, anyway, how many minutes? 12 minutes. It don't take me 12 minutes to fucking roll. It don't take me 12 minutes. You saw what happened. You didn't really see what happened, but you heard what happened. The commentaries. But yeah, I don't know, just something I'm working on. I'm doing a little recap, roll. I don't know. And it doesn't matter if you like it or not, how if you watched it, because I'm still gonna do it. I'm trying to get myself gonna ball in front on camera. Yeah. Wrap it up, simplest. I hope one of them niggas sample that. I'm not gonna lie. If the audio is not clear, bring me to the studio in a minute. I could repeat my thing. Anyway, we're wrapping it up. We're closing it out. We're bonding it down. She's busting it up. I'm sorry to disrespect you. I just said sorry, actually. It's crazy. Anyway, gonna roll myself another one. Should I keep the camera rolling? I feel like I should. Who am I appeasing to? Myself. I don't know. Part of me just wants to leave it like a raw footage type beat, but Booger was on my lips, so I don't know about that one. And another part of me is like, cut it, edit it, dude. I feel like I can always make one edited and one not edited and see how it goes, see how it goes, you know, my shine. And then people are gonna be like, I like it, but that's right, because I like you, and I'm and other people are like, bro, I don't give a fuck. But you're like, babes, it's not for you then. It's not for you then. Like, just back it up. Slow it down. Speed up. Grab the hole. I miss a lot of bitches internationally, and I miss a lot of my friends. And again, I'm trying to be more in front of camera. So it's like, at the end of the day, there's only benefits to this. You feel me? Maybe the footage, bitch, I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna look back. And then the storage on this phone is, oh my god, this is what happens with my anxiety and shit like that. I be like trying to calm my anxiety down by kind of dissociating myself in the sense of like as a second person trying to calm myself down, and then I end up having an argument with myself. Does that make sense? Like I put rational, and then I put it irrational. The irrational, I wouldn't want to say it's me always, but like it's always gonna have a back and forth with myself, and I call it thinking. I call it thinking because not a lot of niggas do that. Should I stop? Honestly, fuck you. Don't tell me to stop saying that. See what I'm saying? Like, who am I arguing with but myself? And that's why I think I just put such a high standard for myself. The motherfuckers were just like, why are you putting such high standards on me? It's like, because I put it on myself, and I think that I should put that on you because I know you could do better. It doesn't matter whether it's aspects of like, it could be the smallest thing. I was like, you see that the smallest little thing? I see it as if you learn one time how to fish, you will always have it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you will always have it. You will always have it. You will always have it. Like, it's a skill that you learn of acquire. Like, doesn't, like, if it's gonna be useful. It's gonna be something that you'll need, and you know. So why? Why cry if you care? Even my heart cry, but who cares? Type beat, you feel me? Nobody's gonna know what I'm saying. It's okay. They do. Bless up. I love you. Sizzler for life. You know what I realized too, like today about myself? I'm not a photographer. Not because I don't think I'm good or I'm good at it or anything like that. I find myself to like create like direction and composition. Camera is a tool. A paintbrush is a tool for me. Like a lot of stuff are tools. I'm not multi-talented. I just know how to use tools in my head. That's how I see it. That's how I view it. Tools. And then as for like everything else is just how to get there. And then me is figuring out the problem solving mind that I have. I try to stay like I think it's not just an optimism that I have, is that I choose, because how many years and how many people always around complaining about that same bullshit. We're always looking at the worst possible outcome of the worst things, or like things in a bad light. But it's like, oh my god, you could afford to look at things in a better light. But I think it's just people love bitching so much. I think people just love bitching so much that it's just like, you, my friend, are not aware that you are constantly bitching. And I look at it in a sense of like, in a sense that it's something's got to be going on in your life, or your life is a bit in the darkness, in a sense of like, I see everything to be dark, so I will treat it as so. No, you don't need to. You're gonna let the weather you're gonna let the weather choose. Nigga, come on, man. Don't let the fucking weather choose that. And I literally said that to myself. I was like, yes, it's gray outside, but I can smile. Yes, it's this shitty little situation, but I can still smile. Like, you can do it in a way where it's like elegant, and then all of that stuff is what I've learned. And I realized that it's like, yeah, you can always sulk into your own bullshit, and it will make sense because you're like, well, I'm mad, so I'm gonna look mad and be mad. But my goodness, Lord, what of a complex personality and range could you have if you didn't do that? If you chose to choose the emotions to attribute to whatever situations that you're in, whether or not you like it, but if you choose to see it in a different way, I promise you, it's way easier if you look at it that way. It's like, if I were to put it in an analogy, that's another tongue twister. Think about it this way: if you find yourself to be in a wow, girly, this is affecting. J'avais juste là l'information. Okay, if you find yourself, and we're talking about optimism, and oh yeah, the luggage metaphor I was going to make. So think about it this way: if you put a luggage that is so heavy, that is so big and taking so much fucking space, you know, like, how am I gonna put it in this bag? And metaphor, I'm not talking analogy, I'm not gonna make some magic up. Metaphorically speaking, that little, like, that heavy, all that stuff, that's how you see the situation. Now, let's say that that's how you see the situation, and then the representative of the baggage is your baggage, like the problems, whatever, you know. You can always have it in there, you know. You just made a monstrous amount in terms of size for it. Like, you've made it bigger than it needs to be. And not to say that every problem needs to be minimized, but every problem can be taken care of and solved if you don't see that something that is bigger than you. You fucked yourself. You shot yourself in the foot in the first place by thinking, oh fuck, I can't do this, or how can this be possible? You've already created a barrier between yourself and possibility. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not gonna get to the solution anytime sooner. First, you have to get out of the mental block. And then you have to... So that's why it's so easy to be irrational. No, just what I'm trying to say is that it's easy to make a mental gymnastic and a mental, like, jump when you find yourself to just be like, we can do this.